Hi, I'm Mark Dunn, your bank card trainer. Today we're talking about what constitutes modern merchant processing. We'll review the 3 eras of bank card, which I call ancient history, good old electronic processing, and data-driven merchant processing. So let's talk about ancient history. During the early 1960s, there were 4 major brands of credit cards: Diners Club, American Express, Bank AmeriCard, and MasterCharge. All of these card schemes were based on processing paper credit card slips after the retail clerk had checked a paper warning bulletin. Now, in reality, the paper-based bank card processing was not very good. It was inconvenient, slow, and it had a lot of fraud. That changed in the early 1980s. Under the electronic system, merchants could punch in the account number on the terminal keypad and get an authorization within seconds from the credit card terminal. And with a magnetic stripe on the back, the card could be swiped into a terminal and a positive authorization was received electronically. The banks maintained electronic databases that verified if credit was available for each account. The electronic authorization only took about 20 seconds, and it worked well over a dial telephone line. At the end of the day, the merchant could batch out all of their transactions and settle them. The merchant got the funds from the transactions within 2 to 3 days of settlement. The card brands actively supported electronic processing. They offered special incentives on interchange rates for merchants who submitted their transactions electronically, and independent sales organizations offered special terminal deals that spread the cost of equipment over many months. In reality, the basic electronic processing solutions were a big jump forward over paper-based processing. But there was usually no way to match up data about the cardholder with the items that they bought or the merchant's business data. And by today's standards, it was still pretty slow. Since roughly 2000, we've been in the modern era of merchant services. Several trends have marked this modern era. Number one, the growth of e-commerce. As merchants began to sell online through websites, the benefits of e-commerce changed the face of retailing. Number two, emphasis on security. During the past 20 years, there's been an increasing focus on data security and merchant processing. The payments industry adopted industry-wide security specifications called the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, or PCI DSS for short, sometimes just called PCI. Another program that has raised security standards is EMV. EMV is an acronym that stands for Europay, MasterCard, and Visa. It was first adopted in Europe, and its primary manifestation is the small chip embedded in all credit and debit and prepaid cards. Increased competition. In 2006, the card brands became publicly traded companies, and more information became available about how their internal pricing, called interchange, works. As a result, more businesses were able to understand how rates and fees are structured, and this led to increased pricing competition. Alternative payment types. With the advent of e-commerce and the smartphone, we've seen the growth of alternative payment types such as PayPal, Apple Pay, and Square. The value of integrated data. Finally, the integration of POS systems, enterprise software, and payments processing has led to the use of merchant processing data as vital to modern retail merchants. Merchants gain valuable insights into the buying habits and product preferences of their customers. So the reality today is that one electronic processing system does not fit all. Merchant processing has become quite complex. Your processing partner, Granite Payments, understands your merchant and the details about the type of business they're running, and also provides quality solutions for processing at a competitive price. Granite Payments cares about delivering the finest level of customer service and support. So, more than ever, your bank relies on the skills and advantages of Granite Payments, your processing partner. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm your host, Mark Dunn.